Guys, if you want to execute a door approach that feels frictionless, even when people are trying to resist, this is for you. Because you have to realize people can't resist something that doesn't push back. If people are pushing on you and you are able to catch that and spin it and you don't resist their resistance, it feels effortless. It feels frictionless. And the tension and the pressure, the sales pressure just disappears. Think about throwing punches at air. You can't hit anything. And that's what I'm going to show you how to do on the doorstep in this video here. So, the way that I've come to see it, there are three different types of resistances on the doorstep, and we handle all of them differently. So, if you're starting your door approach, you hook them in, and they give you early resistance. This is like you're like, hey, my name's Trenton, I do this, and they're like, oh, I'm busy right now. I'm busy. I'm not interested. I don't handle that. You need to talk to my spouse. That right there, they don't even know what you're doing. Okay, they have zero idea why you're even on their doorstep, and they have zero idea if it's actually important or not. So you need to communicate, hey, this is important. Like my time is valuable, and I'm here to give you some of it. And basically, that's all overcome with confidence and authority. And just if you are unshaken, if they say, look, I'm not interested, I don't have time for this, and they can't rattle you, they can't make you like hesitate, you don't stutter, your pace doesn't speed up. You just say, no, this is important. Don't worry, it just takes a second. And you just go right back into your pitch, right back into the straight line. You will blow through most of it right there. You'll just go right through it. Now, if they're giving me a few different things and I blow through it a few times, you have to realize not every person is your prospect. And also, sometimes timing is honestly just bad. Like, timing is just bad. Sometimes you cut your losses and you leave a good first impression and you say, look, don't worry. Like, I know you said you're not interested. You don't even know what I'm doing. It's okay. I'll circle back another time when it's better timing and I'll let you know what's going on because it's actually important and it's helping a lot of people. But no worries. I'll see you later. And I just dip out and I leave the door open so I can come back and I'll knock it again. And when they see you a second time, you're going to have a much better odds of pitching that person. So say that you get some early resistance, you blow through it. That's fine. If you frame your offer, right, you set the context for solar in the way I talked about in this last video, you're not going to get a lot of early resistance. And if you do, those people usually just aren't worth your time. Go find someone who will actually have a conversation with you. But say that you get into what we talked about in this video, where we talked about building a value gap, and they are kind of like hesitant. They're kind of wishy washy. They're like, yeah, it's interesting. But what that really is, it's either a lack of trust. Honestly, it's probably a lack of trust, is what it is. Sure, you can build more pain, you can build more value, and that is relevant as long as they trust you. But if you get this far into the conversation, they probably just don't trust you and they think, oh, it sounds too good to be true. Like, of course he's a salesman, he's going to tell me this stuff, but like what's hiding with it? This is where if you're getting mid resistance, you need to pull back. You need to pull back, you need to diffuse the sales pressure. You say, look, I just run a report. I get you some more information. Obviously, I don't have time right now. I have nothing for you right now. What I'll do is I'll put together some information so that you can see the companies that I partner with, they're legit. You can see I can like if you want to talk to some people I've worked with, I've helped in the past. I've done this almost 5 years. Build some credibility in yourself, build some credibility in your company, the companies you partner with, your installers, your customers, whatever you need to do, build some trust and be authentic and be real. Like this is where when they're like kind of hesitant, you step out of the sales mode and you become a human and you connect with them on a human level. You become open, you share things about yourself, you share things, you maybe even have a conversation that's not about solar, to build some of that trust, the connection and openness that you need to push past and get them to believe you like, yeah, I can help you that value gap. I can help you close it. I can help you go from where you are to where you want to be, which is saving money on your power bill. And then the last type of resistance we might get is late resistance. This is when you get through everything, right? We go through it all. We hook them, we create value, we're qualifying them, like everything's looking good. And we go to transition and they're like, yeah, just let me do some research. Do you have a card? Let me do some research. Let me talk to my friends. I don't know if I'm ready to do this. This is where you're going to set the appointment and they're just like, nah, like I'm out. Or you go to get the bill. They're like, no, like maybe not now. And they're just trying to like let you down softly. This is where you have two different options. You can decrease friction to move forward with your transition, right? So that's like, look, I'm not asking you to sign anything. I'm not asking you to commit to anything. All I'm doing is I'm setting up a time. I'll circle back and I'll get you more information so that you actually have something to think about. Right now, we just had a conversation. You have nothing. You have nothing. I have nothing for you. And they're like, well, why don't you have a brochure? Well, look, I don't have time to just pass out brochures and cards and like there are so many people setting appointments with me. It takes 20 or 30 minutes, dude. We look at your power usage, we look at how much it costs to produce the power for you and how much less it is than Edison. And if you don't want to set an appointment, that's okay. Like I will keep going and you can keep paying Edison and you can write him a check for $600 this summer because I have so like my calendar is so booked. I don't have time to like just write up brochures and make offers for people that aren't actually interested. So if you are interested, we can set up an appointment. I'll circle back. And this is where the confidence and authority, do you hear this? Like I don't need the appointment. My calendar is so packed. I don't have time to waste with wishy-washy people. So dude, get off the fence, pick a side and decide if you're going to be serious about this or not. And that decreasing the friction and being confident and authoritative and high status and just like being honest and real, people they respond to that. And it's either going to end as a really positive contact and you're like, look, dude, now's not the time. That's cool. I'm going to go focus on people who want to prioritize this and take it seriously right now. But maybe if you run into me in the neighborhood or I'll see you around, maybe then we can take a look at it. But it's nice to meet you. If you want my info, here it is. I'll give you my phone number. You got to reach out to me though. I'm not going to come back here. And then you're out, dude. And you go focus on people who are ready. Now, that person, that's a hot contact, dude. Like they're going to respect you. And you go back in 3 weeks and they're going to be like, dude, let's talk. Like they'll at least have a conversation on the doorstep and give you another opportunity to create pain, build value, help them see things, change the context so that they see solar differently. And then you can transition, you set that appointment, dude, and we keep it going. So anyways, next video, we're going to talk about transitioning to the next step. This gold star, dude, the North Star that we're always looking towards, the transition. How do we do it? What are the different transitions? Let's break it down.